It's time for Teen Mom Trash Talk with Tracey and Noelle.
Hello and welcome to Teen Mom Trash Talk. This is episode 299. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my lovely, beautiful, wonderful co-host, comedian Noelle Winters Herzog, the Sicilian Serpent. What is this, Noelle? What did you just do with your hands?
Because I was making fangs, I think.
Fangs. Oh, okay, I thought you were showing your snake hands.
Oh, is that a thing?
No, that's why I was like, you know,
okay.
snakes don't have hands, right?
Well, no, because we bought that cobra today, that cobra statue, and
Yeah.
I was looking at it just now, and I'm like,
yeah. You're
how
trying
do
to
I
make
do it?
Yeah. Okay, good.
I'm not well.
Well, if you guys want to see Noelle make snake hands, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Trash Talk Podcast on YouTube. So just do that.
That sounds great.
That sounds amazing. Teen Mom 2 Season 3, Episode 4. What is going on here? This is so good. This is so good. Things happen so quickly.
I need to watch the show forever.
Yeah.
Teen Mom, I don't think it's going to come back for like a little bit, and I'm fine with that.
I'm very glad. Yeah. So the next thing that's coming back is next chapter again.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'd rather that than family reunion, though. I have to tell you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't take any more trust falls.
How is 16 and pregnant canceled?
Okay.
I mean, not 16 and pregnant, young and pregnant. Yeah.
Why is 16 and pregnant not coming back?
I don't know. You love that show a lot. I can't say that I love
It's one
that
and
show as
done.
much. And also, we need Unexpected back.
Unexpected. I think it's coming back in August, right? Didn't someone
Is
say
it?
that? I think someone said
I don't
that.
know, because I was looking a couple nights ago. I couldn't find anything about a release date.
I heard that.
I know Jenna's 5 months pregnant, and
Oh, yeah. What a new
Tyra
guy.
is due in June
With Alex's baby.
with Alex's baby.
Well, guys, if you want to hear every single season of Unexpected Trash Talk, go to patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, where you will find everything. Also, a lot of people have been like, hey, guys, we want the show immediately. You know what you could do? Go to patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. Join the elite Trash Talker teen mom level, and you will get the episode as soon as we record it.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. So Teen Mom 2 Season 3, Episode 4. Let's jump in the pool with Leah. Leah is wild this episode.
And again, we're seeing it happen.
Oh, we're seeing it happen. So the divorce is final. And so she goes to eat with Kayla.
She's teaching the girls how to do a dip.
I like that she's doing a dip.
I wonder what
girls
the
are
dipping
screaming
in
dip.
ranch, I think.
Ranch. You never really know. Sorry, I just have a little itchy back.
Good for you.
Thanks so much.
Good for you. Good for you for being transparent.
Oh, she has a bump in her hair. I'm like, what is this note I took?
That's so crazy. I did not notice that she had a bump.
She had a bump
in.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of bump its in this episode.
Okay.
So the girls are screaming dip.
She has extensions, right?
I think so.
Okay.
There's no way to know. But you
Okay.
know what I will know?
Wow.
Are they dipping in ranch and barbecue sauce, or is that their way of saying they miss Corey?
Both.
Dip.
I put my hand up on your hip.
Right.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Dip.
I'm just dying.
Leah, don't make this the clip, Nick. Please don't make this the clip. I will not post it. So that's fine. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
So she's going to go to the University of Charleston for nursing.
Yeah, I forgot she was going to nursing school.
Well, she can't take a test to get in. She just can't do it. She doesn't want to. She can't do it.
She's not good with tests.
So she's going to go meet with the counselor at the University of Charleston with Kayla. And she said this is new Leah, her school, kids, new life. And this is the new Leah. She's absolutely right. Because this is where we see her. She's sliding down a slippery slope.
Also, I like that Kayla's like, well, I hope you'll be able to keep up. And she's like, why wouldn't I be able to keep up?
She's like, because you don't even work.
Right.
And you like have a really hard time. And you have listen, in her
They're
defense,
twins.
She has twins.
That's gonna be so freaking hard.
Anyone, like I couldn't even do that with no kids.
Me too. Same.
So just throwing that out there. Okay. So her hair is showing her mental illness right now.
Very bad, Tracey. And it gets worse.
It gets way worse. So she's gonna be taking her test. The ACT test.
Right, because she hasn't taken ACT or SAT. I don't know what the ACT is.
So it's just a placement test. She's going to take a placement test. So Corey gets the girls early, and she tells him about the test.
And he said it's awesome.
listen, he's happy for her. He knows it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So she goes to the University of Charleston and she meets with Amanda.
Right.
Amanda, who's wearing a business casual tube dress over a button-down shirt and a giant flower in her hair, like she's going to a rockabilly prom.
The hair in itself is a very big problem. Right.
What's
She's
happening?
listening to Buck Cherry in her car.
What is happening?
This is a strange look.
So she's
That's
like,
a strange place to be. I can't believe it.
yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
So she said that Leah's going to take the test and things are just going to come back to her. And it's like,
again,
okay.
Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now.
She did not sing that song while she was taking this test. I'll tell
She
you that
did not.
much.
I agree.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. There are moments of golden.
I love her.
Flashes of light. So
Yeah.
she's like, don't forget to set your timer.
So, but why does she have set her? I guess to keep up with their time. I
Just
don't
to
know.
know, like, I guess where she is in her time.
Yeah.
So yada yada yada. She failed the test.
And it's like, I hate to say that I'm shocked. I am not shocked.
Okay, but now you know. I'm going to tell you. This is how you know that college is a business.
You're absolutely right, though, because I could not understand what was happening here.
All right. So 15 minutes later, Bradley, Branley,
Branley,
Leigh, Lee, is like, well, you failed the test and we have accepted you into our school with a scholarship.
Because they're trying to say like she had a good high school GPA.
Right. Which.
But if they're a business, then why are they giving her a scholarship? Like, don't they want her money?
Yes, but it doesn't mean it's a full scholarship.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but also remember something else. Scholarships are not from the school.
Right. Well, that's true too.
Scholarships are from outside organizations usually. And it's still funding the school.
And she's like, do I have to take, what if I could take it part-time?
Right. And they're like, all right, you're already slacking.
Yeah. Right.
But
like,
she has to go full time for a scholarship. And I know this for your financial aid, all of this.
Yeah.
Which is listen, this is a terrible rule.
Of course it is. That's not fair. It
discourages people so much from going to school because it's so hard to go to school full time.
Of course it is.
So Corey has the girls in filth.
I mean, this is all the time though, these poor little girls.
Leah gets her hair dyed. Okay, now you think this is worse?
Okay, I don't know what this is. It could be even. I'm gonna say it's even.
I think this is not better. Times. I think it's better.
It's definitely of the times. I have a problem with these extensions, of course.
Yes.
The underneath black, fine, because I had half black hair on the bottom. But the bangs.
The bangs. It's the bangs.
That's
really
my problem. Yes.
Yes. These are the breakdown bangs.
Yes.
I'm having a hard time bangs.
I am not going to survive bangs. Yes.
Yeah. This is my last haircut.
Yeah. Forever. Goodbye forever.
So Kayla's like, oh my God, you're going to go to college. Are you going to like meet guys? She's like, Kayla? No, I would never do that. Anyway, there's this guy on Facebook.
I like that she's like, I'm starting to accept the divorce. Well, I got a friend request from this guy. Oh, now you're starting to accept.
Yeah.
I thought you were so in love with Corey.
I got a friend request from this guy, Jeremy. So that
I
means
forgot how cute he was in the beginning.
Right, but remember that she's also probably been dating him for weeks if we're
for
hearing
sure.
about him on this episode.
Why are you bringing up just a friend request? You know how many friend requests
you talk about that every time you do anything? It's like, I got a call from a blocked number today.
Nah.
Let's call him and see who it is. Leah and Corey have the same housekeeper, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, yes. She must work so hard because she is making those houses consistent. Because you know what it is? She wants to make sure that even though the girls live in two different houses, they feel consistent.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she's like,
Cheetos here, Cheetos there.
Right. She's like, I'm gonna rub some food into the rug in the living room in my house. If you could do that in your house, and he's like, say no more, fam.
Say no more, fam. I like to clap. Say no more, fam.
This is Corey.
Mashed. Yum. Riced Cheetos.
So she DMs Jeremy and she's like, hey, how do you know me? Do you know me? Do you know me?
I like that he's like, I know your exes, which she didn't say out loud. Corey and Robbie,
blah,
I guess.
blah.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, this sounds like a good thing to pursue.
And it's like, he's very cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, this is perfect because actually this is how Janelle met David. So that's good.
That's true. Very true.
Speaking of Janelle,
Janelle.
she failed her drug test
Mm-hmm.
and she did get her new best friend and old best friend, Tori, to sign for a bond.
I like that now Corey's her best friend, her
Tori?
true friend, real friend.
You called her Corey?
I said Tori.
Oh, did you? I thought you said Corey. I'm like,
No, I
Corey
said
is
Tori.
Leah's.
I'm just very tired. No, Tori.
So,
But Tori,
Janelle,
did you see her hair?
it's not good.
She has some kind of reverse bang going on.
She
too.
does. It's an emo screamo cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like blonde underneath the,
I know.
the black.
I love that for
There's
her.
a lot of underneathing.
a lot of undertones.
Yes, a lot of undertones.
Not necessarily misogynistic undertones.
Yeah.
Um,
I love it. Cute.
Yeah. So Janelle has $200, and then
I like
she's gonna
that
have
she's
to
like,
pay.
I know a bail bondsman that will get me out.
I know a bail bond woman,
Okay.
bonds person. So and then she's gonna have to pay $200 a month. So she put her bail bond on layaway. I love that for her. And the woman's like, it's $10,000 on Tori if you don't show up for court. And she's like, bro, dude, you better show up for court, dude.
And I like that she's like, I'm just really shooken up. But I thought you were gonna serve, 50 days.
Yeah, because you don't want to.
Because you don't want to be, you can't be on probation
You can't make a
anymore.
pee-pee.
I
Okay.
wish that someone would just hold this girl accountable for once.
So Tori said that Babs never helps her.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's the absolute opposite of true.
Okay, so she does a sleepover at Tori's house without the fist fighting, maybe some scissoring.
But did they sleep on a boat? Why do they keep sitting on the water every
on
time?
the dock?
Yeah,
They
I
just
think that she has
finished
a
fishing.
houseboat.
Do you think she lives on a fishing boat?
I think she catches her dinner every night.
That's delicious.
Yeah, good for her.
Very
Very
fresh.
fresh.
Very seated table. Some beta table.
You sound great.
So she woke up with voicemails from Dustin.
But she didn't do anything about them.
Okay. So now we find out
Mhm.
the reason the probation officer showed up at her house is because she missed probation.
Because she knew that she would pee dirty.
Okay,
So
but
she
it's
thought she
work.
could just wait.
You just wait? And then what happens?
Yeah,
You're going to
she-
wait weeks?
But I really think she thought that because she's like, we kept missing each other.
She should have been
Oh,
doing
okay.
cocaine. We kept missing each other.
You kept missing
We
each
were
other like two ships
boats
in the night.
Like two houseboats in the night.
We were two Tory boats in the night. We were very farm to table in the night. Fish to table, sea to table, if you will, in the
Some
night.
fish to table. Oh God. All right, we're back. We're back. We're
Okay,
back.
I'm back.
All right.
I'm
Well,
here.
guess what?
What?
Kesha's tonight. I love this organic conversation.
I know. And she's like, do you
She's
still want
like,
to go?
dude,
We have
you want to go to
time."
Kesha?
Mhm.
And she's like, oh, Kesha's just like me. She's just like me.
Is she?
Kesha's like, I'm sorry, can you leave me out of this?
Yeah, Kesha. I wonder if Kesha must know about this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
This is
uh-huh.
like, so they're gonna go to the concert, and Tori's like, yeah, we have to put like dollar signs on our face, and she's like, yeah, duh.
They're in tube dresses.
Okay, these are the clothes she bought for the concert.
Isn't that crazy? That's the clothes you bought for the Kesha concert. Kesha would never dress like that.
Kesha wouldn't do that.
Kesha would
Kesha
never do
wakes up,
that.
she wakes up feeling like P Diddy.
Right. So just like
Doesn't
P.
wake up
Diddy.
feeling like Lil Fair.
It's so weird. Right. Like, what do you dress for? You're dressed for a Sarah McLachlan concert.
Yes. You're just to go abuse some animals. Anyway,
Great.
so they're gonna put some dollar signs in their face, and then she sees Dustin. Dustin is super mad that she went to the concert instead of calling him, and he said that this is a bad decision, and now the judge will want 45 days. Now, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
In Janelle's defense, what would it have mattered if she called Dustin? Would she have been doing night things with Dustin?
No, it wouldn't have mattered. I think he was just mad that he had to wait to hear from her. That was it. Nothing happened.
Right. Like, what were you doing with your lawyer at 8 p.m.?
But also, why didn't you just call him in the morning and be like, I'm going to the concert? What's he going to do?
wouldn't have
Say
said
you're not
anything.
allowed? Right. But like, what did he need her for in that morning?
You still
Nothing.
have to wait for a court date.
Yeah. But like,
Because when you get bailed out of jail, you just wait for your court date.
I like that he's like, well, was the concert worth jail? And
She's like,
no.
yeah.
Well, she says
I
like,
know.
no, but she should have said yes because to her it was apparently.
She's like, I don't know if you remember the conversation we had.
Right. I don't know
But
if
I
you saw the
literally told
feathers.
you, dude, these are what I got all these feathers in my hair. Um, so you okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I'm here. Sorry.
I thought you were diving into the
No,
ocean.
I had an itch.
I thought you were fish to tabling.
No, well, that's what right. I just keeled over to fish.
So she doesn't want to go to jail. She's like, I don't want to go to jail. And it's like,
But so you put yourself in the
you said you
exact
wanted to go to
position
jail.
to go though.
But you said you wanted to go to jail.
Because she's scared now. She was so tough before.
So Janelle goes to Babs to see Jace 10 days later with her Kesha dress on.
Okay, yes. And she does not go to see Jace. She just goes to flip out on Babs.
So she goes, she's screaming about how Babs was going to leave her in jail for a month. I love how she already in her head went to court. The case was continued. She's been in jail for months. It's like, shut up. That's not what would have happened.
And Babs is kind of like, but this is your own fault. She's like,
Right.
there
So
you
she's
go.
like-
You always blame me.
She said, you have 2 violations of your probation. And she goes, quote, you're always blaming it on me.
Whose fault is it?
What?
Who exactly is at fault
Is
here?
that my fault that you violated your probation
Right.
twice? Is it Jace's fault? Jace?
Also, Babs would never bail you out. You would leave her high and dry for that money.
And then she goes, you are a bitch.
Excuse me?
What?
Yeah, I don't
Who was
get
even
it.
saying that in the first time? So Jace is crying.
And he's saying like, Mama, I felt
Right.
so bad. That made me
and
so
she's like,
bad.
F you, F you, F you, F you. And
And she's
runs
like,
away.
I'm gonna leave. And Babs like, you don't have any money. She's like, I'm gonna see
She
where
goes,
it takes me.
She
Right?
said, I'm running away.
Okay, bye.
Janelle, you're 20. You're running away. You're leaving.
You're going back to the boat. That's all. You're going back to the boat.
You're going on a day trip fluke fishing.
Right.
Relax.
Right. You're gonna go get some bass.
Yeah. You're getting some you're going to the bait shop and then you're going on a half day fluke. Relax.
You're going on the Pastime Princess on Evans Avenue. We know.
Oh, speaking of princess, let's talk
Oh.
about Chelsea.
But like, she is everyone's favorite, and I can't believe how annoying she is.
Her mom is watching Aubrey, and she's
Mhm.
really stressed out about this GED test.
She's
And
barely spoken to Adam.
she doesn't know where they stand, but she
Right.
could feel a breakup coming.
Oh, I know that feeling. Like when you know it's coming.
Okay, so here's the thing. I want to make fun of her more than I do, but like I
Yeah.
also kind of understand where she's coming from.
Totally.
So she feels a breakup coming. So she's like, I'm actually not going to upset
I'm not going to
him
talk to him either.
because then he can't break up with me.
Yep.
So
Of
she's gonna go to
course.
Dirk's Bentley with Erica.
I don't know who this is. I'm
is a
guessing like a
country man.
Morgan Wallen. Right. Like
don't know
that
who that
type
is
of
either.
person. Right.
Okay. So she is gonna go on Sunday, and GED practice test is on Monday. It's just your practice test anyway. But she's not studying anyway.
She's going to have Randy take them in his RV.
I
Not for nothing.
love-
That's fun. I wish that my dad had an RV. He would take me and my friends to a concert in it.
very fun. So she hasn't studied for the GE test.
But she's
So
going to study on the RV, Tracy.
oh, of course, absolutely, with all her friends there. So
Uh-huh.
Mary
Mm-hmm.
asked about Adam at the party. Mary, shut up.
She asked 35 questions.
I would hit her in the head with a hammer if I
I
like,
know.
so she's like,
I would commit matricide.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really would. She's out of control. She's like, so I didn't really see you talking to Adam at the party. Would you think that's because he hates you? Or do you think that's because you're not a good girlfriend to him? Or do you think it's because your father was there? But either way, it's all your fault.
Do you think he's going to break up with you? Because like he actually doesn't even like you that much. You know how many
Right.
times you cried over
But you
him?
should try to get back together with him. So they talk about the promise ring.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, what was the promise?
So she goes, she's going to give him space. So he talks to her again.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Randy's driving her in the IV.
Mm-hmm.
In the IV.
Also, I love that she's going to see Dirks Bentley because when she was pregnant, she would just listen to his music and cry. Okay, that's good.
Fun.
That sounds
Fun.
great. Uh-huh.
Fun. So, that's why I'm going to see Tony Braxton.
Right.
He's going to drive them in the RV, not in the IV. And she's going to study while he drinks. And then while he drives.
While
What
he
is wrong with me?
drives.
While he drinks. Sorry, I was thinking about your life.
Big Randy's boozing behind the wheel. You are. You messed it up. You messed it up, Ed and Randy.
Oh my God. So she gets on the RV and she goes, quote, guys, I really don't think I'm going to study.
Really? You don't think so?
So they're like, study later, study after the concert on the way back when it's dark.
Right.
When
And
you're
And
tired.
your test is in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
So They should get arrested for their haircuts.
Tracey, this is like the ultimate. This is the ultimate crime
They
she's
see
committing here.
Leah, they
Uh-huh.
see Tori, and they raise them.
They raised the bar.
This is out of control.
I actually can't believe Chelsea's hair.
This is wild. So she does her GED test. She passes it.
Yeah, it's like you knew that was gonna happen.
So she tells her mom, she's like, yeah, I passed the,
Yeah.
the test. And her mom's like, so what are you going to do about Adam? Do you want to go to couples counseling?
Couples counseling. But also, I don't even think you want them together, right, Mary?
Mary.
What are you doing?
Mary is an instigator. She is so annoying.
Yep.
She is the reason that I'm so glad Randy left her.
Yes, she is the reason why Chelsea is the way that she is, though.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Because it's not Randy.
I want to know
really.
how the other daughters are, how Chelsea's sisters are.
I want to know what Randy thinks of Mary.
Yes, we're gonna have to ask him.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go get
ask
some Botox and caps.
We could,
Right?
all right. So moving on to Kale. Her and Jordan are perfect. Everything's great.
Yeah, no, things are going so well with them.
Okay. So she's going to mediation with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't returned her phone calls since she filed for him not to have his kid anymore.
And she thinks like he might be mad at her.
So she's scared to drop Isaac off. So this is what happened. What I think at least.
Uh-huh.
I'm putting myself in Kale's shoes.
Yeah.
She got really mad and she did this, which I absolutely 100% would
Uh-huh.
have done.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's like, but I should have tried to get back with him because he said that that's not his girlfriend.
Yes.
So now I think I need to tread lightly because maybe he'll come back to me.
Right. And maybe I have to tell him how much I don't want to fight with him.
Right. So she's like, I don't want to see Joe. So she drops him off with Eddie. She gets in the car and Joe is like one of those women that are like, would you like to take a survey?
Yes. He's
Would you
like,
like to
hi,
hear about
Kale.
Would you like to hear about Jesus, our Lord and Savior?
You accept. Oh, right. And what do they give out? What is the name of that book? The Lighthouse.
Oh, I don't know about the lighthouse.
Yeah, they give out like their prayer books.
I love
the
that.
Lighthouse.
The pamphlets.
Yeah,
It's
the
beautiful.
pamphlets.
So Joe catches her. And also when she's walking with Isaac to the house, she
I
tells
just
him
thought
to
about the woman in Walgreens. I saw a bird today and thought of you.
Oh God. If you guys
Sorry. Oh
want to
man.
know that story, go to BS. But side note, so when we were younger, we were in Walgreens. There was a woman who was trying to recruit us to go to her church.
Yes.
And she always wanted our phone number. So one night I gave her Noelle's phone number because I thought it would be really funny. And she called Noelle's grandmother's house, asked for Noelle, and was like, hello, Noelle. I saw a bird today and thought of you. Would you come to my church on Saturday? And you were like, Tracey. I'm like, what? You're like, did you give the woman in Walgreens my number? I'm like, no.
You're like, why would I do that?
Mm-mm.
It's like, I don't know, because you're a horrible, horrible, horrible bad
I just
girl.
thought it would be funny.
Mhm.
I knew that 25 years later we would have a podcast. And it would be a really good topic.
And it's a hit.
So when she's walking Isaac to Eddie, she's like, hold my hand, dame el mano. And it's
I couldn't believe it. It's like, but isn't later on you're like, I don't like his haircut. It's too Spanish.
Right.
Remember?
Right. But she's like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? El gato está en la calle.
Here we go with the bibliotecas.
Vamos a la playa.
Okay.
So she cries as soon as Joe is like, have you heard about our Lord and Savior?
Well, because she's like, I'm going to cry so he doesn't yell at me.
She doesn't want him mad. So Kale is super nervous at mediation.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe comes in like it's his music video number 2 with his cell phone on his hip in slow motion.
Strutting with his mini Starbucks. That's a thimble of Starbucks.
That was hilarious.
Yes.
That was just to wet his whistle.
That was to whet his appetite.
The court took his weekend away.
I know.
Why?
I know. It's like, just leave the guy alone. Let the kid hang out with the grandparents.
So I think that was not nice. Joe said that he will appeal it.
Yes.
And they gave an interim order. The master gave an interim order. I'm like,
they keep calling him the master.
I guess that's a thing.
I know.
I guess we never really went to this court.
We didn't.
So Joe sits with Janet.
Mm-hmm.
And Janet, see, here's the thing. I think that there's more to this than we know. And that's why the judge granted him, because Janet was like, okay, so now spend the time with your son.
Right. So Janet
like,
was not siding with Joe on this. She was like, maybe it's for the best. Maybe you learned your lesson, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, we saw you doing a gravity bong with V.
Yep. We saw you wearing your gas mask with V.
Yeah, and that's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
You?
I got, let's see. Janet says you got to spend as much time as you can with your son. And she asked him, is this worth going to trial? And
Right.
he's like, basically, maybe something good will come out of this.
Right. Oh, also, wait, I think did I put notes somewhere else? I did. I put notes on last week's episode as well because
Oh, tell me, did I put this on another? Oh,
yeah.
you know what?
Yep.
I think
Did you
maybe. No, I think when I was watching the end of this, I didn't save them. And
Oh,
this
I
is the
have it.
most
I
that
have it.
came up. Okay. I watched
So-
it anyway.
Joe calls her
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and asks her if
yeah.
she's mad. And she asks, she's like, oh, hey, are you mad
Yeah.
at me? And he's like, well, we need to communicate better. I'm like, what's the change of heart? I don't understand what happened. He was super mad at her.
I know.
Are they still doing it?
I also don't think that he realizes why she's doing it. He doesn't realize it has anything to do with V.
Okay, but she brought the picture to court.
I know. And then she was smirking the whole time. And she's like, did they say anything about the
But
picture?
the picture. No.
Yeah.
He knows why she's doing it, but are they still doing it?
Yes.
They have to be, right?
I think that they stopped and now they are again. And that's
think
why
they
she
are
was
again, too.
crying. I don't want him mad at me. I think after she filed, they started again.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he said that they need to communicate better because now all of a sudden he's nicey. And they make a schedule on their
Yes.
own of the days they're going to share. She's not taking days away. She's possibly giving him more days. And
Mm-hmm.
they agree
Yes.
that whenever they have Isaac, the other person can come visit him at any time.
And they could shower
And they could all shower.
in the fluorescent lighting. The only thing is she's so annoying. She's holding Isaac. She goes, Mommy's going to have you this day, and Mommy's going to have you this day, and Daddy's going to have. Stop. Just stop. The kid doesn't know what you're saying. He's like, yum.
He's like, dip.
Right. He doesn't know what you're saying.
Noelle,
Yeah.
they're doing it
Yeah, they are. Not just in the shower.
everywhere.
All over the
In
apartment.
the closet, like Leah's mom.
On her carpeted kitchen.
Never forget.
I hated that so much.
Noelle,
Uh-huh.
they're doing it.
Yeah, of course. Doing it. Well.
Oh my God. Guys,
Uh-huh.
make sure you're keeping up with this. We're watching this on Paramount Plus, by the way, for anyone
Yes.
asking.
Yeah.
Make sure you're keeping up with the podcast. Teen Mom Trash Talk on
Mhm.
Instagram, Teen Mom Podcast on Twitter. We're at Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I personally am at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming tour dates and everything podcast related, including our Patreon. Give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. If you want to look at Noelle, she does a lot of things.
Like our reels.
Like our reels. Nikki
Comment
Clips is
on
working
them.
so hard on our reels. Follow him at Nick the Nene.
Yeah.
Nay.
Watch me whip.
And watch me Nene.
Watch me Nini.
Okay,
Watch
bye
me
forever.
Dulce de leche. Bye
Dulce de
forever.
leche.